Yeah.
All right. So the main, basically the main method that you execute when it comes down to real estate is real estate wholesaling, right?
Wholesaling, yes.
All right. So just for anyone that never heard of real estate or wholesaling, I guess could you give them a quick definition?
Okay, wholesaling is buying a property at a discount from what we call a distressed seller. So I'll just break that down real quick. I'm dealing with an individual right now. He about to send his daughter off to college. He got some land that he bought years ago when he was on top of his game. Now he's in a distressful situation because he need money by Tuesday to take his daughter back to school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he called me. Well, he actually called one of my mentees reached out to him through what we call cold calling, just a list of homeowners that own property, 2 or 3 or more. And he called him and he answered the phone. He said, "Yeah, do you have any? Are you looking for interested in selling this property out in Coveton?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I got another one also." And then the guy said, "By the way, my mentor is Mr. Tycoon. I'll get this over to you." He said, "Oh, I know Tycoon and blase." And so that's where we at. But it's finding somebody who has a situation that owns real estate or land. I preferably like real estate, a dilapidated house, a house that needs some work done to it, blue tarp, high grass, windows broken, vacant, because what? It's a non-performing asset for them. So we want to buy that at a discount, and then I turn it over to the guys who want to fix and flip them, the ones who want to go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy the material and get contractors to fix them up. So we buy them at this price because we see that it's in a distressed situation. We buy it low. As I like to say, we like the pawn shop. We look for people who got something and they want to sell at a discount. And they know because they have a need, they going to have to sell at a discount. We going to take it, but we just get under contract. That's why we don't need a license, because we have equitable title in the property when we got a contract. And that's what we're really selling is our contract. We are selling the house, but it's really the contract. So why we don't need a license, because you can't sell something that you don't own. That's why realtors have license to do it. We get a contract that makes it legal and binding, that I can transfer this contract over to you or someone else and make the difference between if I got it for 30 from him and I sold to you for 40. Our average deal is about $20,000 when you good. But most people starting off $5,000. And again, that's $6,000 a year if you just did one a year. And the average person in America makes $35,000 a year. So you doubling up already. And now and you're not locked into that 40 hours or 40-year plan that is going to leave you fucked up in the end. That's just the fact of it, because how you going to retire on 35% of what you couldn't live on 100% of?
Right. Yeah. So all right. So cool. So you find someone that's in a distressed situation.
Right.
You
get under contract.
You get the house under contract. So you just pretty much, when you get it under contract, it's pretty much saying like you have like an option to buy it, or it's pretty much you saying
I am gonna buy it.
Basically, this price would be okay. I got you. So this house would be bought at this price within a certain time frame.
Usually 30 days.
Okay, and then you go from, instead of actually spending your own money, you actually have someone on the back end that you market the deal to, and they pretty much
bring the money.
Yeah, they bring the money, so you get your cut off top, and then you add a fee to it because you're actually the one that went and found the deal, and basically you sell your contract to
that person,
fix and flipper. Okay.
Right. So this uses round numbers real quick. Just say 10,000 is what I got on the contract for. I give him the contract for 20. When we go to the closing, the attorney's gonna cut the check. He gonna get what's called assignment fee, or if we do a double closing, meaning that I'm gonna close with this person even though I don't have the cash for 10,000. Then I'm gonna go in another room in another hour. We're gonna close because I own it now on paper. Now I got it for 10,000. I'm setting him for 20. He gonna take out the difference of closing costs, and he gonna pay that man his $10,000, and I keep the difference in between. That's called a double closing. Or I can just assign my contract to this gentleman for a particular fee, and you'll see on the back of the hood. This is more technical at one of the live events. For those who may be interested, you can find me at MrTycoon.com. I do them right here in Atlanta, Georgia, but I do also one-on-one coaching also online. Go more into detail, but that's just the as we say, the 10,000 feet view of how the process goes. And some people may say, well, how do you find the buyers for those properties? They're all online. You can actually list the property on MLS once you have it under contract, Or social media is a big thing now that we didn't have a quarter of a century ago. You know, now you have, which you don't hear a lot of people talk about no more. But
Mm-hmm.
what's that one site? You only hear people. They used to put everything on it. Not eBay, but the Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people overseas buy properties. They be on Craigslist looking, and there's different real estate sites now. The internet has made the world a lot smaller of doing business. That people around the world can see things now. We can put video up online, which used to cost a whole lot of money. We can go to the property, take a shoot a video. Now somebody in Australia or even Japan or China can see the property. They run their numbers, and they can purchase over online now,
Mm.
and call an attorney and do a wire and
Yeah.
do a digital signature.
They go to websites like Zillow.
Yep.
Okay.